So thank you so much for having us today. So how did you encounter the French culture?
Je m'appelle Richard Lariviere. So my grandmother was a French speaker from Quebec region. My father spoke French as a child. So French culture was, certain sort of French culture was part of my upbringing.
So what do you do for a living?
I am the president and CEO of the Field Museum of Natural History in Chicago.
Have you ever studied abroad? If yes, what did that experience teach you?
Yes, I've spent a great deal of my life abroad and, studied in London and Paris, India every year since 1972. So I've studied abroad a lot, and what it has taught me is that it's absolutely essential to try to put yourself in another culture in order to understand your own.
What is a cause close to your heart?
Welfare of children. Nothing lifts my spirits more than seeing the young people in this museum, and I want for every one of them to have as wonderful a life as we can possibly provide for them.
What is the best advice you have ever received?
Never to take yourself too seriously.
If you weren't doing this job, what would you be doing?
If I weren't doing this job at this moment, I would probably be playing with my brand new grandson.
What is your favorite French book?
Maybe the one that I have just finished reading, L'Ordre du Jour, by Eric Vouillard, The Order of the Day. Eric Vouillard, winner of the Goncourt Prize in 2017. It was a superb examination of the German Anschluss, the taking over of Austria just before the Second World War. Brilliant book.
What is your favorite place to visit in France?
Oh, my favorite place to visit in France is Paris. It's simply a magical city, and no matter how many times I go there, I have the same sense of joy and wonder when I'm in that city.
What is your favorite French food?
Oh, my favorite French food, I'm afraid, is probably very boring. Saucisse aux lentilles, sausage and lentils.
In your opinion, what is such a French habit?
French people always seem puzzled when I speak French.
So for this interview, we are in your office. So what does this place mean to you?
Well, the Field Museum is a place of amazement and wonder. It's one of the greatest records of life on Earth, and to be here, particularly in my capacity, is a very fortunate thing. There is so much to learn in this building.
What are your favorite rooms in the Field Museum?
My favorite room in the Field Museum is the Evolving Planet exhibition, which is probably the best explanation of evolution that I've ever seen.
What are you looking forward next?
It's very hard to predict from day to day. I have the best job I've ever had in one of the great cities of the world, so I don't really anticipate much more than just coming to work every day and having great fun in the process.